This video is to shed the apprehension of gynecologists for treating bladder pain syndrome, because most of the gynecologists think that it comes under domain of urologists and they would not be able to handle. Why do they need to understand that they have to take this responsibility? Here are some facts. Still, women first approach gynecologist for most of her pelvic problems because they already have gained confidence in them after their obstetrical encounter. Because the disease dominates in women, perhaps a ratio of 9:1. Because many of the symptoms mimic gynecological disorders like endometriosis, chronic pelvic pain, and vulvodynia. What will happen if you do not address the issue? Many of these women will suffer in silence for years and will only come up once disease would have reached to an intolerable advanced stage. Even if you justify yourself saying I referred the patient timely to a urologist, you might not helping them, because most of the times urologists will send them back to you for examination part to rule out many gynecological disorders and also to supplement their diagnosis by looking for associated ailments like pelvic floor spasm. And guess what would be a result? The patient will feel like a pendulum between two specialties and will lose confidence of getting treated or cured. Do you want this? Of course, no. Then what is stopping you to treat these patients? Are you finding it difficult to diagnose the condition? Feel confident. Through some preliminary tests like urine analysis and ultrasound, you can confidently rule out other differential diagnosis for these symptoms in most of the cases. You do not need cystoscopy in all cases to start the first line management, though you can learn doing it also. It's very much similar to hysteroscopy. The indication of diagnostic cystoscopy are persistent hematuria, history of chronic smoking, and inadequate response to initial oral treatment, as all these situations require further evaluation. So just change your perspective. As you have treated many urinary tract infections in past, you can treat this also. You can always refer those patients where diagnosis is doubtful and patient is not responding to your initial treatment. I hope from now onwards, instead of blindly referring these patients, you will yourself look for the diagnosis and management. Thank you. Take care.